Yo, what up, man? Chris, I'm by checking in back with another blog, man. We got the Van Chronicles, man. Geechi Gotti versus A-Ward, man. Definitely, bro, this battle is fire, bro. This battle is fire. You know what I'm saying? We don't really see that in a lot of rematches, man. You don't really think that two people will bring the same kind of energy, even better energy than they did in the first battle, man. That's just a testament to Geechi Gotti and his work ethic, to A-Ward and his work ethic, man. So I definitely was enjoying this battle. I still want to see some more battles, man, because I ain't gonna front. The stream was kind of messing up on my end. I don't know how it was for y'all, but as far as catching like all of the Chef Trez battle, I mean, obviously we didn't get Fonz and real name Brandon. Big salute to Fonz. I heard he got some issues going on with his family, so I hope he pulls through with everything that's going on with that. And I still want to see Snake Eyes and Henny Man in its entirety. You know what I'm saying? Niggas saying Snake Eyes won. I need to see the battle because they was talking way too much trash for I gotta see the outcome of that battle. But as far as this event, man, I gotta get to a Riot event, bro. That gotta be on my bucket list. I gotta get to LA, Compton, wherever, and go to an event, cause that joint looked lit, bro. They events are looking pretty lit out there, and that's another testament to Gotti, bro. As well as he been doing his battles, actually putting on for his for his coast or whatever with his own league. So you gotta salute that. You gotta salute that. As far as the battle, I didn't think A-Ward stood much of a, I ain't gonna say much of a chance, but I didn't really feel like he would do super crazy out here. I kind of felt like he was facing an uphill battle. We see what's going on with Caffeine as far as people coming over there and niggas saying like, oh, Rum and all these niggas getting 4 and 5 Crips in the building. All I can do, I can barely get my +1 in the building. I'm hearing a lot of like East Coast complaints. I don't even care about them because Smack was always on the East and the West Coast had a disadvantage. So that's on Caffeine, bro. So imagine it being on Geechi Gotti's league in Compton, the whole nine. So I knew it was a big uphill battle. But I gotta keep it real with you, bro. I got A-Ward winning this battle, bro. And I realize it is a debatable battle. I will give you that. It is a debatable battle. But when you factor in battling on Geechi's league, battling on the West Coast, battling in front of, gang affiliation and just everybody that's probably like, praising Geechi so much, probably the whole building is probably rooting for Geechi. On top of that, you got Geechi went longer than A-Ward. You know what I'm saying? Bro, when you factor in all of that, to still have a debatable battle, how can you not praise A-Ward in this battle, bro? For all he was facing to still go toe-to-toe with Geechi, and it wasn't even a flat Geechi. This is a great Geechi Gotti, bro. Geechi Gotti gave you Geechi Gotti. You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, the thing with Ward, he just too well-rounded, bro. He's just too well-rounded. His bars are too layered. The way he, like, the stuff that his angles, everything, like, he got too much diversity. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at the second round, he breaks Geechi Gotti down, talks about his style, talks about how he likes to say, yeah, every effing bar, yeah, says a bar, just puts a bunch of things together and just kind of like, references something like a type of killing or something. He was like, all you do is just switch the scene or whatever, but say the same stuff. Now, even though Geechi been doing that for a long time, and even though we love Geechi Gotti for that, it still hit hard when you bring it out like that. It kind of reminds me of Hollow doing the whole Kit Kat thing with Clips. It doesn't mean that Clips wasn't good. It doesn't mean that Clips still ain't great to this day. But in that moment, Hollow showed the vulnerability of Clips style. You know what I'm saying? In that moment, I felt like A-Ward did the same thing. And when A-Ward finished his second round and Geechi went second, it was like you did exactly what A-Ward said. You're the same way he set up the whole style, the way you gonna rap, that's exactly what you did. You started the round off with a quick little rebuttal, and then you went into that, yeah, every effing bar, yeah. I put your head, I got so many funerals, I've been to so many funerals, like, you did the same thing A-Ward said was gonna happen, bro, and it just was highlighted in that moment. Then in the third round, he says, yeah, ever since you've been on Caffeine, you've been talking a lot about money. You've been renting cars, coming to events the whole nine. What does he do in the third round? Geechi Gotti in the third round starts this round off talking about how he got more money than Ward, and how he makes more money per battle, how he's worth more, the whole nine. That angle didn't hit that hard for me from Geechi because it's typical that, of course, you're a bigger battler. Of course, you make more money. That goes without saying. That's just like Surf battling someone like a Cuban or a Chess or one of these guys and then saying I get paid more than you. Like, duh, we know that. You know what I'm saying? So that angle don't really hit for me. Ward to me kind of predicted some of the things that Geechi ended up doing, and I felt like that was another big thing. Geechi was Geechi though. Don't get me wrong. He had a lot of nice bars. You know, talked about his marriage and the whole repass thing, and that was a clever bar. Talking about, you know, if you win this battle, I'm not giving you a second half. He had timely things that hit. But let me read some of these things, Ward said. Let me read some of these. First of all, there was a chair that fell. There was like a mid-round chair rebuttal. That already tells you the greatness of A-Ward already. He rebutted that. This nigga told Geechi Gotti, you went to Grambling State. He started talking about him going to Grambling State. He was like, that's an HBU. You went from an HBU to an EFB. He was talking about your mom. You let her down. You let her down, and you let her down from HBCU to EFB. Let her down. That was crazy. God parted the Red Sea. What you think he'll do to a blue one? God parted the Red Sea. What do you think he'll do to a blue one? That was crazy. I be cooking cousins. You know them Crips and stuff. They like to say cuz a lot. I be cooking cousins like the Vikings backfield, bro. Nigga, that shit is crazy too. That ain't even getting no kind of crazy reaction like it should have got. Cook, Dalvin Cook, who plays for the Minnesota Vikings, and Kirk Cousins. I be cooking cousins. That line was crazy. He said something about don't talk to me about caffeine when you ain't even brought me my coffee yet. I just feel like A-Ward just touched everything he needed to touch in this battle, and sometimes you can beat a person just on the balance you have in a battle, the way you able to touch certain stuff. I felt like the first couple rounds, Geechi got a little personal, but a couple rounds was just typical, you know, stuff Geechi talk about. A lot of killing, you know, I didn't kill so many people. I got so many drugs or dope fiends. Like, a lot of that is what Geechi talk about. In the third round, his angle about A-Ward's brother, I guess, being on drugs and everything. When you first found out about Wu-Tang Clan was when you were introduced to Wu-Tang Clan is when your brother was introduced to meth. He had some clever stuff. I kind of felt like it went a little bit long though, that whole angle or whatever, because his third round was basically talking about money in the beginning. I got more money than you. I get paid more than you. You know, everything that you made this year equals up to what I made on this battle. The second part of his round was talking about his brother. For some reason, I like people going personal, don't get me wrong, and I like direct angles. A part of me felt like he worked that angle a little too long. Like, it just seemed to be a little OD. Every now and then it'd be a person that does an angle and you kind of think, even if the angle is true, or even if the angle is not true but it's still executed pretty well, it can still not really hit. You know what I'm saying? If you remember when Rum Nitty tried his whole training angle on Rock in the third round, and he may have been clever with the way he put it together, it just didn't hit in the building. I feel like with this particular thing, I don't know if that was what we really wanted to hear from Geechi Gotti. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like he probably thought he had a good angle to come at Ward with. And he had some nice bars. He probably worked it a little longer than he should have. You know what I'm saying? In my personal opinion. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about Gotti's third round, and let me know if y'all felt like it really hit for y'all. For some reason, it didn't really hit like that. I don't know. Maybe if I had knew A-Ward's brother or something, I don't know if he was bringing him to the battles or something, we was able to see him. I don't know. It just, or if he was in the building. You was like he was talking to someone that nobody in the culture ever even, not even knew about, but ever even heard, you know, heard about or whatever. So that was just my thoughts on that, man. But maybe first and third Ward, bruh. I definitely got Ward winning the third. I think I might have him edging the first. Isn't the first where he did the chair rebuttal? I think freestyle. I think that was the first. Gotti went longer in the first. He had some nice bars to end the first. Very close battle, man. But I think it might be first and third Ward. And I ain't gonna lie, the second round could potentially go to Ward too. This battle kind of crazy because you can almost give all 3 rounds to Ward, and you can almost give the first 2 rounds to Gotti. Like, it's kind of weird because Gotti had a good first, he went longer, and then he had a good second too. But when I just look at the totality, I'm like, Ward really came in there, man, and he brought not only just that nigga he didn't bring the dishes, the nigga brought the whole kitchen to the Riot, man. So shout out to these two, man. Definitely a dope battle. And where do y'all look at Ward at now, bro? Ward didn't beat everybody, bro. Yo, P, let me talk to you real quick, P. Let me talk to you, because you was on Angry Fan talking about, oh, A Ward is about to battle Fonz, and we're gonna get a chance to see where A Ward is, whatever. This is a good test. The Fonz battle didn't go down. He canceled due to COVID. They never rescheduled. He still to this day hasn't battled Fonz. He just beat Luke Castro and beat him pretty clearly, bro. He might have won every round versus Luke Castro. He is really, I mean, he beat Geechi Gotti the first time. If you got him winning this battle, then that means he's won 5 out of 6 rounds versus Geechi Gotti, bro. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at him, it's like, man, it might not even be 5 battles better than A Ward right now, bro. Yeah, it really not. And when you look at how many people he's battled, like, he's been on a run like Geechi. When you look at Geechi and look at, like, damn, Geechi might have about 20 battles this year or something like that. I don't know his whole resume, but or close to it. You look at A Ward and you think he's kind of on the same path. His Clips battle, even a one-rounder, is one of the best one-rounders I've ever seen, bro. Him and Clips is one of the best one-rounders. They both brought it. A Ward is that dude, bro. He's one of those guys. This whole narrative about he can't do good on, it ain't nobody on URL that I can really just bet will beat this guy. That I can really feel comfortable, like, yo, I know they gonna smoke him. You know the type of nigga that could beat Ward? It's gonna take someone that can kind of drown him with performance, because lyrically you're not gonna really beat him in a volume or a small room. To me, I just feel like he's gonna capture that crowd just like you will. You're gonna have to kind of like overperform, outperform him, and then you're gonna have to kind of have like your little click or whatever, kind of like boosting you up, giving you your hype, and it's gonna have to just look in the building like you lost. Like, it just looks like he lost. I thought Ward beat Ill Will, bro. I thought he edged Ill Will out. You know what I'm saying? I thought he edged Rosenberg Raw out. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I look at him, it's just a lot of battles. He just be passing every single test. And I don't know where he is on Champion of the Year. I don't really feel like this battle does a lot, good or bad, for Geechi and Champion of the Year. I'm not going to lie. I still think Geechi got it going to win Champion of the Year. I still feel like he has a good battle. This battle is too close to really just say Geechi just lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a bad loss for him. He still put on. The Lux battle at the end of the day is just an icing on the cake for Geechi to end this year off. And I think when you factor in all of that, like, I think it's right there for Geechi. But I want to know where y'all got Ward at as far as Champion of the Year, because we still got Rum Nitty, we still got Ward, we still got Ill Will. We probably still got, the Easies in the chest or whatever. What do y'all feel like A Ward is? And that's my thoughts, man. So I think I'm gonna go with Ward 2-1 in a very, very close battle, man. Shout out to both these two guys, man, for putting on, man, one of the best battles I've seen this year. And salute to these two guys, man. Holla at your boy.